welcome, John Croner with Bullseye Trader. I'd like to welcome you to the Artificial Intelligence Holly and Market Update for Friday, February the 8th, 2019. We're also going to go ahead and take a look at the weekly candles and see how not only the day finished out, but how the week finished out. But before we get into that, let's look at a couple of the free things that we have from Trade Ideas. We have our Trade of the Week. So here's the link to get that free Trade of the Week. All you have to do is click on this link here, once you go to the original link and put in your email. And every Monday morning we'll deliver a free Trade of the Week to you, and we'll tell you why that chart was selected, give you an idea for an entry, an idea for an exit, and an idea of what we think it might perform. So that's one of the great things you get. You don't have to be subscribed to Trade Ideas, but it is a free service we offer for you. And the other thing is our free trading room hosted by Barry Einerson. It's open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern to 3:30. Here's the link to get that. Once again, you've got to set up a username and a password, but totally free. You do not have to be a member to take advantage of that. You'll get plenty of trade ideas. There's a lot of great traders in the room, about 500-600 people every day. So a lot of people are paying a lot of money to be in a trading room. This one is absolutely free. Plus, you'll get a little flavor of the software just in case you might want to try it someday. And if you are a user, you'll learn all about it. So it's a great resource. And last but not least, if you do want to become a member, this is the information to do that. Here's the link right here with Bullseye 15. You can save 15% on your first month or your first year. So I encourage you to, if you haven't already, maybe give it a shot at least for 30 days and see what happens. And with that, let's go ahead and get into the market update. We're going to start with the daily and the intraday charts, and we're going to look at the Qs first. And you can see there, even though we gapped down, we did recover and close up for the day. So, and you can see it was a general grind all day up. Did good. We were at 71% of volume, so very nice recovery after a couple of down days. So looking good there. The spiders, pretty much the same story, had the gap down and closed above yesterday's close. And you can see here we did pull back a little bit, a couple bottoming tails, and then we went straight up from there. And if you attend our webinars, you'll hear Jamie and Steve talking about this fast line or the 10 moving average, and you can see here on the 15 how it pretty much held that all day long. Then we take a look at the diamonds. We had the pullback there and came up. We fell a little bit short on hitting where we closed yesterday, so a little bit of a loss there. But once again, you can see that after we had those bottoming tails, we held that 10 fast line all the way up, and closed certainly off of the lows and actually near highs. So that is the daily look on the chart. Now let's bring our Thinkorswim platform in here so we can look over the last 5 days. On the left-hand side here, we have from Monday through Friday of this week, and then over here we have our weekly. So you can see the volatility throughout the week. We were all over the place. But take note here, we closed up for the 7th week in a row on the weekly chart. We are now above the 20. We did bounce off the 50 and came off of that. So next week the challenge is going to be to get through that 50 or even to turn sideways. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. A lot of it may depend on this political environment we're faced with, on if there's going to be a shutdown and how the trade talks are going, et cetera, et cetera. But the 7th week in a row gain for the Qs. Now we'll take a look at the diamonds, and once again you can see this volatility on the daily chart throughout the week. But on the weekly chart, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks up in a row. Same thing on this one. We were above the 50 and the 20 on the weekly chart. So looking real good there. I would think the key is going to be to try to hold this 50 and once again to turn sideways or slight pullback and then go up from there. And once again, going to be interesting. We take a look at the spiders, and here's that volatility throughout the 5 days. And once again, take a look. Let me get this situated. And there we are. We had a very small gain in the SPY. We've got this doji candle here. We bounced off of the 50. We are above the 20, so we're kind of bouncing back and forth in between there. We're right on this trend line that we drew back a while ago. So, we've got a little bit of resistance trying to get through there. So, once again, should be interesting to see where we end up. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to Holly and see how Holly did today. And we see here Holly Grail had 11 trades for a profit of 3 cents, risk on loss of 25 cents. And let's see if there's any trades in there of significance. We had FLDM, 26 cents for a timed exit. You can see go out in here, timed exit there. Had you held it till the end of the day, only 3 cents profit. And the best risk on trade was SGMO. This was a short. She actually got out for reduced risk, lost 6 cents, but then it went on to make 28 cents, holding it to the end of the day. Moving on to Holly 2.0, we had 8 trades for a profit of 207 and risk on 555. So Holly 2.0 was on fire today. Let's take a look and see what we had here. We had, look at this, 3 trades on the breakout, hit the target on all of them, boom, 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 and went on for some very, very nice gains. So that breakout strategy was a great strategy. Overall, her winning percentage is 60.6 on that, but today it was 100%. Let's just take a look at this RNG. And you can see here, got into it here after one of those range break patterns. And once again, if we look at that 10 moving average, it's just stayed right nice above it there. You had Holly's entry here. You had another possible entry here, and even a late day entry there. But boy, just a very, very nice trade. 290 was the risk on profit on that. So boy, she did really good there. Now let's go ahead and move our charts up so we can take a look at the Holly Neo. And she only had 1 trade there, so made 14 cents, and her risk on profit was 78 cents. It was a short trade. And there you have it there. She got in, she got out because of a profit save. She got a little bit scared, but then the trade started working, went on to make 78 cents. So it turned out to be a very, very nice trade in the risk on category. Now we'll take a look at our Excel spreadsheet. And you can see here for today we had 20 trades. $2.24 was the profit. 608 was the risk on profit. For the week, we're sitting at 90 trades, 450 profit. 1249 was the risk on profit. So in spite of a couple of rough days here on Tuesday we had a rough day, and on Thursday we had a rough day, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday did very, very well to cap off a nice week for Holly. And just as a reminder to you, you can always follow me on my blog, bullseyetrader.com. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, StockTwits. If you got anything out of this video, we'd sure appreciate you give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to these videos on YouTube. That way you never miss one. And hey, I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.